Då ska vi köra igång med lite...
Nästan lite rosa.
Okay, so what is all this about?
Welcome to the Frag Hags. First of all, we are sipping on champagne here. Yeah. Our mouth is really filthy.
Foul language will appear.
We will not censor ourselves. And this is not for kids.
And let the grown-ups handle the whole thing. Yes. So yeah, we are the Frag Hags. What's your name?
My name is Malin.
And my name is Jenny. So we've been in the niche perfume business.
We are old hags, frag hags.
Exactly.
Actually dinosaurs in beauty. I would say both in makeup, but also we actually met when we were working at Cow for a long time ago. Yeah. We both is super nerdy when it comes to this.
Yeah. We take fragrance extremely serious, and we are also very playful when it comes to perfumes. But we like to dive deep into the subjects about perfume. So it's like an enhancement of your soul.
I would say not the ordinary ones.
No, exactly.
No. We have a little bit of darker approach. Exactly. And I would say this episode today is very dark. Yeah. We call it Death and Decay. Yeah. So now we enter the dark. We go down to the underworld. And this season is also about dying. Dying is something you need to do to resurrect. This is how to get down to the soil, to the underworld, but also how to work with yourself.
Exactly, because the people who lived in this area in Scandinavia always lived according to the cycles and the seasons, to go down and rebuild and resurrection.
One of my biggest scent memories is from death. Yeah. I was 14 years old and my dad died, and I went to his apartment in Östersund and packed all his stuff to take to my apartment. My dad collected books. So he had like
old books.
Yeah, old books, occult books and really like science books and lexicon and everything. But the thing is, he'd been lying there a couple of days, and paper tend to take all the odors. Yeah. So in my apartment, I had the smell of death. Yeah. And it wasn't an unpleasant scent. I have to say it wasn't, but it was really hard to go around because you could never forget it.
Exactly.
It's like a really, really sweet scent. Yeah. When something starts to decay, when something starts, it's almost like you have peaches that be lying there for 2 weeks and start to get a little bit of mushy.
Yeah, and also lilies.
Yeah.
You take the flower lilies when they are going to, they're approaching the end of their lives. They tend to have the kind of rotten, sweet scent. Yeah. So there is some celebrity. Yeah, exactly.
So from the death and decay and the death bodies, we will actually jump to a perfume that is really close to your heart. Yeah. One of your choices.
Exactly.
What is it?
It's from the Romanian niche brand Toskovat, Domus Numeni. It's like a like Orthodox church incense fragrance. So the idea behind this fragrance has to do with the melancholy when you approach death and how you about incense. You have incense in the fragrance, and incense is traditionally used when you want to communicate to the other worlds beyond the veils. Yeah. So that is why all religions around the world in all ages have used incense to come in contact with the spirits. The Orthodox Church is no exception. So it's LME. You have palinka as well.
It's a boost, right?
It's a boost. It's good for the digestion and it's good for everything. It's like a medicine, and it's also a good medicine for melancholy. So if you're dealing with the death of a loved one, maybe palinka can be a medicine for you. And also the notes are, among others, the smell of the 3 nails, metal nails, that nail Jesus to the cross. And you also have Vietnamese oud, which is very expensive, and it's a wild oud. That is why this fragrance is made in a very small quantity. And you also have the smell of your dead dad's leather jacket. My father passed away a couple of years ago, so I can also relate to the kind of fragrances that lingers in all the clothes and the surroundings that when you come home to
and that's the thing
home.
I think is so beautiful because it's tapped into our memories, and I think we're gonna in lots of our episodes we're actually gonna talk more about maybe the storytelling or the memories or the feelings.
Yeah, from one religion to another.
To my religion, I would say.
The pagan.
Yeah, because this is Stora Skuggan.
Yeah, the big shadow.
The big shadow with Hexensalbe is German.
Salva.
It actually is an old recipe what they said witches uses to take their flying trips.
Do you also call it ointment in English?
In the old traditions,
Yeah.
You take it on your
Wow.
Because in the genitals it digests so you could do
Getting so excited here.
flying trips. Yeah, look at Can I spray you?
Of course.
Yeah, give me a hand.
I give you my flesh.
This is wormwood.
Yeah, exactly.
And you also said that if you drink this too much, you get crazy of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The crazy fairy lives
Exactly.
in it.
It's the absinthe ingredient.
Didn't Strindberg drink that a lot, and he was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he was.
One of many reasons he was fucked up. Maybe it was the wormwood. Yeah.
And I can also feel a lots of licorice in it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of licorice, but I also feel a bit of pine. And when you are in the woods and doing witchcraft and the rituals.
Yeah.
But on you, everything, it smells a bit colder.
Yeah.
And almost like hay when the hay is wet.
Yeah, exactly.
A bit wet hay.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also a coolness. So it's you're in the woods, but this season you're in the November, like in the woods, in like cold air. That kind of
a bit
vibe.
crispy.
Yeah,
in
it's
it,
a
I
wonderful
would say.
fragrance, and it's very wearable. It's not that weird.
I think this is really wearable. I think it's beautiful because it also is very earthy and herbally. We have to almost clip in a picture on the box.
Yeah.
Because the box is genius.
Yeah.
Stora Skuggan skickar mig en alltså. It's genius because it goes from a screaming witch to a goat.
Is it a screaming goat as well? I don't know.
Everybody screams.
But I love it.
Yeah, everybody
it's like
screams.
hologram. Yeah.
So good one for that.
Yeah.
And now we're actually gonna jump into
Meo Fusciuni.
It means darkness, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a state of mind that is really dark.
Yeah. The perfumer got stuck in his own darkness. So that kind of heavy.
It is really
Dark.
heavy.
Yeah, exactly. I read that somebody said that it's like a 24-hour wear.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
really complex. I would say it's lots of like carrot seeds that pops a little bit.
Yeah, and kade as well.
Yeah. And a lot of incense.
Yeah.
So it comes once from the incense.
Yeah.
But I would say it's a really dark leather tone as well.
Yeah. And what I like about this one is that it opens dark and almost hopeless. It's like you are catatonic. You don't see any light in the end of the tunnel. And then when it rests a bit on your skin, you see some light.
And actually some flowers in it as well.
Exactly.
Right?
It's something like a spark of light, like a spark of hope.
And little osmanthus in it.
Yeah.
And wasn't he really inspired by music? So when he had this, he was listening to, was it Nils Fram?
Nils Fram, yeah. We love Nils Fram. Yeah, he's a genius, a composer.
And then Einstürzen Neubauten.
Of course.
I actually listened to that when I was 12.
Yeah, I love Einstürzen Neubauten. So anyone that will intermingle music with the fragrance is a fan of ours.
Yeah.
Music nerds, me and Malin.
So now we're gonna jump into one of my biggest favorites of them all, I have to say.
Take it away, darling.
Yeah, but Francesca Bianchi of Banchini. I don't really know how to pronounce that.
I said Bianchini for a very long time, and I'm embarrassed about that because it's not right, obviously.
I say whatever you say, but right. So I will actually call her.
Let's make
I
this
can
straight.
call her so we can talk to her and she can explain what her name is.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, dear. Francesca, how do we say your name?
Can you please? Hello, Francesca, by the way. I'm Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Yes.
Nice to hear you.
Nice to hear your lovely voice.
So, there's no need to say my name because you perfectly pronounced it. So it's Francesca Bianchi.
Okay.
That's it. You know?
Okay.
And CHE is like Chianti, the wine.
Then I will remember.
You know?
Actually, we know everything about wine. We're actually sitting and drinking champagne here, so we will give a little.
I was sure about that.
But I would love to hear because we have this theme today called Death and Decay.
Oh, wow. Intriguing.
I thought you would love that. So, what take do you have on that subject?
Well, death is something that, it's a theme that I like because it's dark, it's obscure, and there's a spark of darkness all over my collection. But I'd say that Decay is even more intriguing to me because it's like both conceptually and also more carnally, I'm very close to this concept. Let me think. I mean, it's like many of my fragrances are contaminated by decay. I'm thinking about Under My Skin, which is, like my attempt to mimic the smell of the skin of human body the day after. So somehow it's a decaying body or like a smell which is not proper, which is not clean, which is not out of the shower. So it has some bacteria, working on it. So it's like a decaying smell, but which is smell of lived life, of enjoyed life, what I mean? So when I think about decay, I don't think about it in a negative way necessarily. It's about having lived and enjoyed on my own skin, which was the only skin I could constantly and obsessively smell. Otherwise, I could have been sued, I think.
We are actually holding this in our hand under my skin. And the other perfume we're going to talk about is the Black Knight, because I really feel that this is so on topic for
yes,
yeah,
totally, for death especially. It revolves around that. Even for me, it's really, the smell of, kind of alpha man or woman. It depends. Normally, like very, very, it's mostly associated with men. But I can wear this and like feel like I have an armor. I have like a protection, and it gives me really a lot of, dominance feeling. If you know what I mean. That's also connected to darkness because this character, it's not politically correct somehow. So it's about war, it's about mercenary, but it's also about loyal to the Pope at the time. So it has a lot of meaning, strong meaning.
In my head, I thought he was like a soldier that he's coming home from war and he like falls down and almost die in this trench. So and then he's laying there a bit moldy in the earth, in the mud, and it's really dark. But then he has this love letter from his lady that also put down like a dried rose.
Wow. It's very similar to the reality because he was the head of soldiers, but he was so fierce and so great that he was fighting along with the soldiers. So he was also a soldier on top of being captain. And there is a story, like historically proof that he had a lover, which is represented by the rose, who was during the nighttime joining him in his tent. And there's a lot about the earth, the mud, etc., because the opening is made of, dry but sweet herbs that reminds you of the battlefield. So really the soil and the earth. So your story, I mean, you didn't know like specifically the character, but you picked all the notes and the connection with something real, the lover and and fighting and like connection with the soil, with the earth actually.
And I gotta say, I'm not a fan of flowers. I'm not a fan of a rose. But when I felt this the first time, I just felt the darkness. But then after, I would say 30 minutes or 45, then comes the rose. And I don't really get it. That is like poetry, Francesca. It's like art, because I didn't feel that in a perfume before, because it's really sneaking up on you. And suddenly it's a beautiful dried rose. I don't know how you did it, but I have to say you a little bit stole my heart there, because it's quite beautiful.
It takes a genius to do it. It's quite
almost
it's hidden almost.
I don't know either, but the way you describe it exactly represent the sneaking mistress which is coming during the night, like surprise.
We could relate to that.
Like you're
That's fantastic. I'm so grateful that we could speak to you.
It was really great.
Thank you for talking to us, and thank you for making these beautiful explorations of emotions. I really appreciate that. So
thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you for calling me.
Have a fantastic day, and don't bicycle in the canal, okay?
I'll try to do my best.
But I pick you up. You just have to swim a lot. Okay. Kiss.
Kisses.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Lovely woman.
Fantastic woman.
We need to say a few words about Under My Skin.
Yeah.
So,
We had her, but actually the version she sent me on a voicemail, but this was her skin after she had sex the day after.
The uncensored.
Yeah, and I would
version.
have to say, one scent memory I can feel about this. This is dirty. This is almost like, when you're sitting at the subway. Yeah, the day after. And the makeup it's not on point.
No, it's not on point.
It's not on point.
And your stockings are you have rips in the...
You can't almost sit because your ass is like a baboon ass. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you have this scent of very warm skin that didn't take a shower.
Not only your skin.
No,
the other
skin,
one's skin.
And maybe it was a few, I don't know. But
counting.
You didn't shower, and it's kind of a nasty in some sort of way, and you feel such a dirty
little girl.
I was supposed to say but okay. And if people come too close, you're like, because it feels so intimate. And I will say that this is so intimate. And this is what she does. She has this DNA of this warm skin. Yeah. And it's like, where something is like, oh, can I have? Like, no, yes. Oh, no, yes.
Yes,
oh, no, yes. It's like something
this is
in
like,
between.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
torn.
a dissonance between the, if you like it or if you...
Are you going to read the Bible or are you going to be a slutty?
Exactly.
You don't know. So I would say that is that. And when we're talking this dirty, then we're going to jump to this.
Yeah, it's a good segue.
I have to say, this is the ass perfume.
Yeah.
This is Orto Parisi.
Orto Parisi.
Orto Parisi. And the brilliant mind behind this
Alessandro
Galtieri. Alessandro, could you call us up next time so we could talk about how we pronounce your name as well?
Yeah.
And this is a fantastic story I read, because he has also Nasomati, right?
Yeah.
Then he started this brand, and this brand is much more earthy and more to the decay.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely more to the decay.
Yeah.
The marketing for this perfume,
Stercus. And that's actually the Latin word for feces.
Yeah, feces. So, and the marketing, I have to say, brilliant, because they put this in a toilet. And it's such a, it's actually a really, really beautiful perfume, I have to say. It's
definitely
so warm and cozy. It's really deep down.
Yeah. There is something unpleasant and pleasant at the same time. It's a part of the essential body function, the secret sweetness that attracts, and the animalic side that offends. I like that formulation.
And on his side he has this picture of the pig ass.
Yeah, exactly. The wrong end of the pig. So it's a smell of an end and then a beginning. It's a circle of life. It's like the full circle.
Yeah, and a beautiful story about that, I have to say, because this is actually like a memory from his grandpa. Yeah. I think it was Vincento, something like that. Oh, yeah. And this fantastic old man had this beautiful garden, a big garden. So he collected his needs.
Yeah, his remains.
In buckets. And so the whole garden, it was actually nurturing the flowers in the garden. So it was a fantastic garden.
And lovely flowers, by the way. Yeah,
but it had a little bit of odor, a little bit of scent, a special scent.
A funky scent.
Yeah. And so this is the inspiration.
Yeah.
I think that is
amazing.
That is bonkers.
Yeah.
But it's so fantastic.
I love it.
It makes me so happy. I think this scent actually makes me really happy.
It's very elegant. You have almond.
Yeah, and then you had you actually having
aldehydes.
And I have to say, you will hear this a lot of times. I hate aldehydes.
Yeah.
I really hate. But here I like it.
Yeah,
I do.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. And the thing is, it's like, oh, warm and cozy. Oh, there it comes. And I would say ass is not. A good ass is good.
Yeah, it's good ass. It's not fart. It's a nice. It's nice ass.
But it only comes in little whiffs, and it's not a scent that smells poop or fart or anything like that.
It's yassified ass.
Yeah, I heard they did a non fragrantica. I'm just laughing reading those. A jassified ass and a very rich ass, I would say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Champagne ass. My ass will actually, after this evening, smell like this.
Champagne. Yeah. So, but it's all jokes aside. It's a very elegantly made fragrance. It's very balanced, and it's very masculine and feminine at the same time. And who would wear this?
I would.
Apart from that, yeah, me too. But it's naughty and elegant at the same time.
Naughty and elegant and really warm and cozy. Almost goes to a gourmand after a while.
Yeah.
I think it is vanilla in the bottom.
Bottom.
That will make it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's agarwood, vanilla, and leather. Agarwood has a kind of fecal note.
Okay.
So
when we
buy
are,
this fragrance.
When we are in this kind of mode.
Yeah.
This is UNUM.
Yeah,
UNUM.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Filippo
Sorcinelli. That is also a fantastic master nose, I would say.
Yeah.
Didn't he do the fabrics for the Pope?
Yeah, he does the clothing for liturgic clothing for the Pope and the cardinals.
And this one I know is inspired by the movie Hannibal. So Hannibal
Ridley
Lecter.
Scott's version.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's version. It's quite beautiful when you are in like Florence, I think.
Yeah.
And do we scent a bit of livered blood here?
Yeah, definitely.
Oof. And it's so metallic. This is crazy.
It's a bleeding person.
This is really like a bleeding, almost like a menstrual blood.
Menstrual blood, yeah, it could definitely be that. And it's also woody and it's like it's quite on the right person, but you need to be very charismatic And you need to have a strong presence to pull this off. It's a little bit offensive.
It is because it's taking over the air.
Yeah.
And it's just like everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it.
No, exactly.
It's almost up
so you need
in
to
your
own
face.
up this kind of fragrance.
And it's a really, really bloody scent, I would say.
Yeah.
Quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Quite dark.
And a lot of death, but more fresh death. It's no decay here.
I just cut your head.
Exactly.
And then,
everything pours out. Yeah.
So if we talked about not today, that is kind of up in your face, but we are in the theme of blood.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you have another blood,
I have another blood perfume, which is from the Romanian niche perfume house, Toskovat. And it's the perfume Inexcusable Evil. And Inexcusable Evil is all about destruction. So you have notes that are revolving around blood. But it's a little bit more wearable. It's not as much in your face, sorry to say.
A little bit in the face.
But it's a little bit more
not
subtle. Exactly.
It's more...
So you have notes that will associate with concrete, rain.
Yeah, the cold.
So it's both the metallic iron notes from blood, and you also have iodine, the thing you put on your open wound. So it's more wearable, and it has something to do with destruction, but also rebuilding. You have some hope. Hate all government, love all people, as David the perfumer said. And I think it's a good quote. And there is something hopeful with it, even if it's a quite harsh name.
It is, and it's actually gunpowder.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a bit of the...
You just want to end all things. Not necessarily yourself. You want to put a gun on all the bad in your life, but then you want to rebuild it to something else, more positive. We need to mention Inexcusable Evil, for sure.
That is almost like the Judgment Day.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. This is now it's too dark.
That was the last call on the earth.
Yeah.
So now we need something to round it out a little bit, but with maybe some hope.
Yeah.
A little
and
bit
also
of
joy as well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of sweetness. This is artisan Parfymeri from Sweden in Uppsala, and this is by Dark Tales. So it's a perfumer called Ariana Franzén. I think it's actually correct.
Yeah.
I don't really love to work with little samples, but this is actually something fun, so I will give it a try.
There's one particular that caught our attention.
This is Haunted Circus. It's a wicked little gourmand, I will say. And it's an industrial gourmand.
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's
sweet, but wicked.
Yeah, it's wicked, yeah.
So sure. The Haunted Circus is when you enter the woods. But then comes the clown and offers you some popcorn. Would you take him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because actually it's popcorn in it, but it's also salty butter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if we actually can read it here, it's foggy ozone, powdery rubber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you got theater makeup. You know, like a old Kryolan
makeup
thing in your face. And then it's earth. And decomposed autumn leaves. And
so it's actually a haunted clown in the forest with the clown makeup made from the brand Kryolan, which has a very strong fragrance.
Yeah.
So it's like a old-fashioned makeup with burnt rubber and the sweetness.
Here comes the clown in the forest, giving you popcorn. He would probably stab you to death.
Yeah.
Or with a chainsaw, but
it's
thing
more
with vanilla, it will comfort you anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And you will live there bleeding.
And at least you had fun your last minutes in your life.
Yeah.
Because coming from death and destruction, it's a good way to go.
It's a good way to go with a haunted clown.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So shall we round it up then?
Yeah, I think we got it all.
Yeah, we got it all.
Thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Ching ching.
Ching ching.
Excellent.
Excellent.